How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. And today we're going to have a assembly video with some parts I got from SnaggletoothMF. Straight from Rob. These are the parts here. This is the package that they came in. And as a bonus, Rob sent me some new scales. New scales for my 4 Scout. The one that he made for me, you know, so I could exchange these scales with the purple ones. Just because the purple ones, I don't know, for a little bit of reason they're not fitting exactly right, and they cracked a little bit. I told Rob about it, and he says because of the treatment, he thinks that the wood got too dried out. So he sent me the walnut. These are walnut scales. Walnut scales. The other one was a purple heart wood or something like that. But these are ones that he gave me to replace them. And so that'll be another video. And what else do I got in here? Got some goodies in here, people. Got some goodies in here. Got some goodies in here. Let me see what else. Let's see what else I'm looking for here. Without trying to take everything out. No, I'll go ahead and take everything out. I got some other parts in here too that they're mixed in. That are mixed in with all my other parts. And see, these are from the Black Talon 2 mod. Drop Point Voyager. It actually went to the Voyagers. Here's what I was looking for. This part right here, let's see this out for a second. All my spare parts in here too. I've received up from Rob over the years. I think this one also has the Snaggletooth in here. That's going to be for this project right here. This project right here is going to be for this one, people. I'm going to polish this out and polish out the Snaggletooth and put it all together because this is a polish. This is one of my old original polished Oz 8 ones. The one without the polished backspacer. The other one has a polished backspacer that I use for my inside the jacket pocket. But this is going to be a matching one. Well, it's not actually going to be a matching one because I purchased some scales, people. Some G10 scales. And we're going to check those out and see how they fit and everything. Then I'll let you know. I'll give you all the particulars on that when I get to making this one. This is going to be the next video after this one that we're going to do today. And these parts are going to go on it. These are going to be all polished. And normally these are black. And Rob took off the finish off of it for me because I told him I wanted to do a polished one. So Rob's awesome. Rob is super awesome, people. Hey, you just got Juno over here joining us. She got to get on the table right now before we start taking things apart. Yes, my girl. Huh? Ready to make a video? Gonna let Grandpa make a video? Huh? Yes, my girl. Come on down, kiddo. Come in. Oh, she never wants to get off the table anymore. That's my little ham. That's my co-host. That's my sweetie. Okay, kiddo. Gotta get down. Gotta get down there, kiddo. All right. So let's get this party started. All my necessary things I'm going to need. I got my rubber cement, my grease, and my oil. All lithium-based oil and grease. Rubber cement I use on the pins so they don't rattle. All right, so this is the cog ring that we're going to put on the orange one. We're going to turn the orange one into one of these. With all the Snaggletooth parts on it. Got all the parts I need in here. So let's get down to taking it apart. This is what it originally looked like. Got a deep carry pocket clip. Orange G10 handles. This one's all stock. This is my newest one that I purchased this year. So let's get done taking it apart here. Let's take apart the pocket clip first. Get that out the way. Screws come out. There we go. We want the screws, but we don't need the pocket clip, so we're going to put the pocket clip, we're going to exchange it. I like to try to keep everything organized, people. So if I ever want to use these parts on something else or whatever, I can do so. So this is the pocket clip that we're going to put on back. We're going to put back on the stock pocket clip, the one that it came with. Why? Because I like using stock pocket clip better with the cog ring as opposed to like the deep carry pocket clip. Here's the other pocket clip screw. So all those parts together. This is the Snaggletooth that we're going to put on here. If I can get out the package. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Being a booger. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put, I always like to save these little baggies because I put the old parts back into them. And these are the other little screws and things that we're gonna need to put on this Snaggletooth. Get everything all set up so I could smoothly do it, hopefully. This piece we won't need. You should have 3 screws that are the same size. I think it's these 3. I can't remember which one of these screws I need, because one of the screws I don't need. We'll leave them all there. I think it's this one I don't need. So let's put that one back. We'll leave that out just in case I'm wrong. There's my wrench. And there's my tool that helps take off the thing. And the new cog ring. All right. So let's set all these things aside, get them out of our way so we don't get things mixed up. All right, let's go ahead and take this thing apart. This thing, my Recon 1. Keep all these parts organized as I take it apart. Using the T6 and T10. Some of these screws are different sizes, so you sort of want to keep all the screws together as you take things apart. That's why you see me sort of like put them in different spots on my microfiber towel here. All right, let's go ahead and take it apart. Got all the screws out. I'm Everything popped loose. Don't lose this little pin. Little pin that goes in for this piece. Matter of fact, we can put that piece away now. Put it in there. I'm going to take this all the way apart so I can lube it. That's your washers are organized. Bronze phosphorus washers. And your Teflon, these are Teflon washers. Okay, now we need to take out this part. Need a flat tip screwdriver. This piece can go in here now. Actually goes in here. These screws. Now I can take my new Snaggletooth with the washer. Let's see if this is the right size one first. Yep, that's the right one. Put a little Loctite on it. Blue Loctite, so you can take it apart again if you need to. I wouldn't use red Loctite on it because it'd be really hard to get it apart. Just a little dab of blue Loctite. Make sure you got it positioned the way you want it. And take your little tool. Tighten it up, nice and tight. Just finger tight. It's on there now. That part's done. You can put away these things. The only thing else I'm going to put blue Loctite on is my pivot screw. I don't put any Loctite on the body screws. This little pin right here goes, this little pin goes in here like that. Take your cog ring. Oh, one thing that you want to do with the cog ring first, let's do this first, is I like to run through all the screw holes. Because sometimes they got a little bit of paint in them or something from when it's been finished. So you just want to make sure all your screw holes are nice and clean. So you go ahead and just run your screws all the way through it until it comes out the other side. Then you pull it back out. Do all your holes like that. Uh-oh. Dropping screws. Got lucky, was able to find it. Get started in there, run it all the way through. This is just a step I suggest. This is what, from what I've learned from putting these things together. And sometimes I think a little bit of the finish of the paint gets inside of these screw holes. And then it feels like when you're cross-threading them when you're putting it together, when you're actually not, it's just got paint inside the screw holes. And you're just cleaning off the threads. That's all you're really doing. That's the way you do is on the table like this, instead of holding it in your hand like I was doing before. But see, you just run all the way through, and see, you can see how it's coming out the other side. And once it comes out the other side, that means it's clean. And you just take it all the way back out. Just a little extra step, people, to save you a lot of heartache if it does have some paint or something inside of it. Run all the way through until it comes out the other side. I put together a lot of Snaggletooth parts. This is one thing, one little extra steps I've learned over the years. Absolutely love Rob's stuff. Rob's parts absolutely rock. And he's an awesome person to work with too. If you ever have any questions about anything, or if you want something custom done or whatever, just get a hold of him. I always contact him through emails from his website. Awesome person to work with. Highly recommend SnaggletoothMF. It's where I like to get all my little modification parts for things like cog rings and wave, the wave features or whatever. I like his stuff. It's American made. All of those things are made in USA. And he offers things for great prices too. He doesn't overcharge. I would highly recommend Rob. Or I do highly recommend Rob and SnaggletoothMF. And this is just a side hustle for him too, people. He's an awesome person. Okay, now that we know that these are all cleaned out and they're good to go, now we can finish our assembly. And go ahead and put the pivot in. Looks like it's got a little bit of Loctite left over in there. Get out that old Loctite. And pivot, I like to put a little bit of grease around the pivot. Just a touch. Gotta make sure you don't get inside the holes though. The screw holes. The flat part goes first. It's a D-shaped pivot. Now, with my washers, I like to put a little bit of lube on them, a little bit of grease. Put it on. The one with the phosphor bronze washer goes on first, followed by the Teflon washer. And I like to put a little drop of Militech 1 lithium oil based gun oil on it. And after you do that, then you put on your blade. And you continue. Put another little drop on. Get your lithium base. Yeah, not your lithium base, but your Teflon washers next. Goes against the blade. After that, a little bit more grease. The bronze phosphor washer. That's your lube. That's all you have to do. I also like to put a little bit of lube on this piece right here. I'm a person that believes in lube, people. I'm not afraid to put lube on my things. Okay, now next we're going to do the cog ring. Make sure your pin's in there. Got to have your pin in there. Now do your first long screw. T6. This one, I'm just putting it in soft so it just holds everything together. Next long screw. T6. Okay, now we can put the torsion spring in here. Put in your lock bar. All right. Now we can put in these other screws. For your pocket clip. Just finger tight, that's all you're doing. I never torque things down. I just make sure they're just all bottomed out. I forgot one important step though, is if you don't want to get that rattle. So let's go ahead and take this part back off again. Put it over here so it won't. If you don't want the rattle, this is a step that you got to do. Take my rubber cement. Just takes a little tiny bit of rubber cement. You don't need a whole lot. And on this, you'll feel a groove. It's the non-groove side that you want to put a little bit of rubber cement on. You're going to put that back in there. Put that back in there. Put that one back in there. Now, one thing you want to do once you do that, you want to make sure the other side's wiped off, that in case any of the rubber cement, while they do this side, you want it to dry up on your G10 handles. So make sure you wipe everything off really good. That looks good. Now we can put it all the way back together. Sorry about that, people. I forgot about that one step I wanted to show you all. Nope, there goes my pivot. Flat goes forward. There we go. Okay, now we can finish putting it all together. Just wipe everything off really nice, so we don't have any stuff in places where we don't need it. I love my Cheetos orange G10 scales. I love them. Absolutely love them. And I love my Snaggletooth parts. Let's go ahead and pull the screws in. all the body screws. Today is Saturday the 2nd of September, people. I got all these parts on Wednesday like I told you I was going to do, but with all the overtimes I've been working this week, I've been kind of burnt out. So sorry about if I didn't put things out on Wednesday like I told you I was going to do. Just didn't work out that way for me this week. Got to work another double tonight. I got a little bit of break in time right now, and I wasn't tired, so decided to do this for y'all real quick. Finger tight, finger tight, finger tight, finger tight, finger tight. Now in this one, I like to put a little bit of blue Loctite on the pivot screw. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Use my T10. I like to screw it in first and I back it off. Make sure that the Loctite gets spread around in there really good on those threads. And I go all the way down the bottom. I back it off about a quarter of a turn. Let's see what we got. A little bit off center, so we got, there we go, right there. No wiggle in there. Perfect. Solid up and down, no up and downs, no side to side. There it is there, people. This one is done. Introducing the new Snaggletooth Cog Ring Recon, Large Recon 1. This is my newest one. This is the one that was purchased this year. And this is how it's going to remain from now on. This one's done. And the reason why they give you two screws is because you can use either his thumb stud on this side, which is like this one. This one I use his thumb stud on. Instead of using the original cold steel thumb stud, like I did on this one too. Use original cold steel thumb stud on this one too. This is my other new one. This is the one I purchased last year. This is last year's. This one's a CTS-XHP. It's one of my old ones. And this is the one from this year. And we're going to make two more. Two more. This knife is not the knife that's going to be used, but it's exactly like the knife that is going to be used. That's the reason why I have it out here. Just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's move these tools out the way. We don't need the tools up here anymore. This one's going to be the next one to get done. This is the knife that is getting done. And it's going to have a polished cog ring, all polished parts. And this one's going to be a surprise, people. I'm not going to tell you too much about this one, but my other one of these, I sent it back to Rob, and we're doing some trick stuff on it. You guys will see it. I just want to tell you that we're doing some trick stuff on it. So you have to stay tuned I'll probably be able to have it all finished by the end of this month, I'm sure. But might either be by the end of this month or the beginning of October that this one will get done. Because I'm having some trick things done to it. Not this one, but the other one, because I have two of these. And the other one, this is my collector one. This is a Blades of Canada knife that I purchased from Blades of Canada a while back. This is S35VN. And they came without the finish on them, without the DLC coating. And I'm having Rob's doing some trick things for it. So, I'm looking forward to that one. These two are going to have different G10 handle scales too. Anyway, people, that's that. That's about all I got for you right now. I'm going to put this video out for you today. Today's Saturday, September 2nd. You'll be able to see it. Should be out by this afternoon sometime. But this is the newest one. These are all going to be cog ring knives. I absolutely love the cog rings on my Recon ones. It's one of my favorite setups for the cog rings. I like the Black Talon too. And the Code 4. Code 4 is a nice cog ring knife too. But that's what these are going to be. These are knives I like to carry the most. So like on my motorcycle inside the city, I'm just carrying one knife. It'll be one of these. And now I have a lot of variety to choose from when I want to carry these. This one's been getting carried the most this year. This one right here. And this one I purchased to be a work knife, but I ended up using my other knives because I sort of like using my own Spydercos and my Demcos and even my Cold Steel 8010 and stuff like that for my work knives this year, it seems like. American Law, man, I love that one too. So I'm gonna just let these be my motorcycle knives in the in-city motorcycle knives, like they originally were. I absolutely love the large Recon one. The large Recon one and the large Talwar and the large Holdout are like my knives I usually carry when I'm on the motorcycle, when I'm in the city. When I'm outside of the city, then I carry the either Voyagers, my XL Voyagers, or the XL Talwars and the XL Holdouts. Depends on how I'm dressed. What you doing, Juno? Hear you ripping and roaring around there. I hear you. I hear you. What you doing, kiddo? You just having a good old time, huh? You're just playing, aren't you? You're just playing. You're in a playful mood today. You're happy grandpa home early, huh? You were missing your grandpa. I know you were. I know you were. Yes, my girl. He's working too much, huh? Got to get our bills paid. We got to save up money so we can find us a house to live in. All right, sweetie. But that's about it, people. That's about it. You guys know what my plans are for this next couple of weeks. We still got one more video to do. Juno and I have one more video to do. And it'll be the final one of the 4-inch blade series that we're going to do. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's going to be sort of a surprise. But that's what we got to do, huh, sweetie? All right. Peace out. Stiletto.